Hi, today I'm going to show you foundation essentials. So the first step for foundation is a moisturizer. You have to ensure you don't use a very greasy moisturizer, and it helps in the foundation blending well. As you can see, our model also has a couple of spots. So I'm applying the foundation. Here we've created a color for her, but you have so many choices in the market. You could use your fingers as well. I prefer it with the brush. You get even coverage. And never to forget your neck while you're doing foundation. A lot of people tend to forget putting foundation on the neck, and that looks really bad by the end of it. So after we've dabbed the foundation, which you can do with your fingers as well, you could even just mix a little bit of a foundation if you want light coverage with a moisturizer. Give it like a hint of color. But the reason why foundation is so important is when we're working with colors, especially for the evenings rather, you need a clear canvas. I'm using a wet sponge, so it takes away the excess. Just leaves a little bit of an even tone and better looking skin. Also, I always apply foundation or concealer on the lips, because when you do apply your lip liner or lipstick, one, it stays longer, and two, it gives you a better defined line for your lipstick. You really have to blend it in well. The other thing you have to remember when you use a foundation, it has to blend in with your chest color. Only then you've got your color right. Never miss the ears. And that you can just apply with whatever's left on your sponge or on your fingertips. This is a high definition and high coverage foundation, so we don't need too much of concealer over it. So the next step after applying foundation is using a stippling brush and blending it into your skin to give it a more natural look. And the reason of using a stippling brush is it really blends into your skin, doesn't look fake. Foundation is meant to look like second skin, which you will see in the future videos. The third and the most important step is a concealer. Since we've already covered it with foundation, you don't need to do an overload of concealer, just a touch of it to remove the few flaws left behind. We normally do a little bit of contouring while we do the foundation. So you take a foundation color which is about 6-7 tones darker to your skin tone and apply it down the bridge of your nose parallelly, as you can see what I'm doing. And when you're applying powder, you have to remember not to miss any part of the face, because after some time that gets greasier than the rest of the face. So we're done with the foundation. As you can see, it looks completely flawless. And that's what we have to achieve. Now during the day, you can miss a foundation. It's not imperative that you have to use a foundation. But for the evening out or weddings or important functions or maybe your lunch outs, it's always nicer that you have a little bit of foundation, which helps you look flawless, glow a little more, take out your imperfections. And the color that you add on or the makeup that you do looks way better when you have a foundation on. So this was a video on foundation essentials. Keep watching for more makeup tips on MDill.